Alright, what's up everyone, Duquesne23 here, and today we're going to be looking at some forged canvases. Now this is, canvases that myself and as Wilco has created, so that way people can forge on something that isn't just flat ground, because some people have trouble thinking of ideas if it's just flat ground or just an empty space. So we have created these two canvases that you can go ahead and use, and you can use in your maps, and you can start building. Now as Wilco's, his map is actually very basic, and that's because he wanted to just leave it with as as tiny little bit of the budget as possible, so that way you can build your map with a lot more and everything. So he did it very basic, and it looks beautiful. The Iceland theme, I love the little stream running through. You can really kind of build out some part of your maps around that stream, that little canyon part right there, which I really enjoy. Now my map is actually the Clifftop short track map, but I deleted all the actual track pieces and everything like that out of there, and so it still does go about 39% of the budget because there are a lot of trees on this map, but that is still plenty of room to be able to build your own map somewhere on there, or even you could delete sections of it and stuff like that if you need more space in your budget to be able to build your own map. But these will provide at least a starting point for people who can't figure out what to do in their maps. They just hop on those blank canvases and they're just like, I can't think of anything, I can't figure out what to do. So this way, this provides you at least a starting point. In case if you are wondering this, yes, I am still in the process of making Forge World in Halo Infinite. I did in Halo 5. I'm going to be doing it in Infinite. I'm working on the hemorrhage section right now, and I will release each section separately. So that way, but then of course one giant Forge World map at the end of it, but I will release like just hemorrhage, so in case you only want to build in hemorrhage, you can have that map right there and you could just build in hemorrhage, and it will be a 1-to-1 scale Forge World, because it does actually fit within Halo Infinite's canvases. So yes, let's get on now to the contest. Now my very first Forge contest is going to be a canvas contest. So yes, you heard me right. You are going to be building a Forge canvas, just like what here Iceland in this Clifftop canvas. You're going to be doing the same type of thing. Now there are a couple rules with it that you got to remember. So the 3 rules that you have to remember are: you need to have started the map after this video. If you have started creating a map beforehand, you cannot use that. It has to be started after the release of this video, after this date. And so that's just something, so people can't just pull things that they've already done. I want to see something new that people have created. The second rule is keep the budget under 40%. Yes, that is still a lot. My Clifftop canvas one is under 40%, and you see how many trees there are on that. The reason why I wanted to do this is so people can provide a little bit of detail to the actual canvas itself. Kind of think of like Forge World and stuff, where there's some trees out, there's a lot of rocks and some nice little canyons and everything like that. You can literally build any type of canvas though that you want. It doesn't have to be like a natural aesthetic. You could build a city style canvas, or a cyberpunk, or a ruin style canvas, or just something. Like, you can literally create what you want. You can use this space canvas and build some cool space type of themed canvas for people to work on with planets and moons and asteroids and everything like that. So you could do a lot of different stuff, but the budget has to be below 40%. And I mean below it. It cannot hit 40% at all. So basically, 39% and below, it cannot hit 40%. So in the third rule, it has to cover the entire canvas. So since this is a canvas contest where you're building canvases, your build has to cover the entire canvas. So in other words, people can use the entire thing. Now you can still build where like part of the canvas is covered, because you build up on top of a cliff or something like that. That's fine, but it has to stretch. Your entire build has to stretch the entire canvas, and stuff like that. Like, so that's just something to remember. Just don't all of a sudden, like, the canvas, like the thing that you're building just ends halfway on the canvas and it's just a drop off and then there's nothing there. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's got to cover everything. It's got to cover everything. So those are basically the 3 rules of this contest. So, like, it's really not too hard. There are some other things. You can submit your contest map, your canvas contest map, over on Discord. I will have a section specifically for that. So whenever you do, finish your map, you can post it on there. It just makes it real easy to find. Also, you can go ahead and use the tag in game, like on your map. You can use the tag Canvas Contest, so that way I can just kind of search up that and I can find it, fairly easily. Just call it Canvas Contest, and you could just keep it one word or something, just push them together, and there you go, and that would make it really easy. Also, I suggest doing both of these, like posting it here on Discord, on my Discord. The link to that will be in the description down below. But posting it on my Discord as well as using the tag in game, so it's just real easy for me to find, and so I can judge these maps. Now, I know y'all are wondering, well, when does this contest end? Since this is a canvas contest and you don't need to worry about anything, this is going to be a shorter, contest and stuff. So I'm actually going to be ending this contest, and I will start the judging probably on, I would say, the 25th. So that would be a Wednesday, January 25th. The reason why is I want to give myself about a week to judge all of them so I can get the, finalized video and everything out on, the 1st, and then we can start a new contest for the next month, because I want to try to do a contest every single month over stuff with different themes and different ideas for different contests. So the due date will be, January 25th. You could turn it in that entire day on January 25th up until midnight. So there you go. Just see, it's just a canvas type of thing. So you don't have to worry about play testing or anything like that. The only thing you got to put in there is a couple spawns so people could spawn in on the map. And they won't just spawn like under the map or something like that. Just put a couple spawns somewhere, and that's good. You can cover lighting, you can put in aesthetics, so you can do as much as you want, as long as it doesn't go over 39. Well, I guess it doesn't, hit 40%. It's 39% or below. Do not hit 40%. Keep the budget under 40%. And it's got to cover the whole canvas, and you have to start it since this video has released. So that is going to be the canvas contest. I will have anything written out off of how to submit and everything like that as well in the description, so you don't need to necessarily rewatch this entire video. But yeah, so I'm really excited for this. I expect a lot more different, contests. They could be race contests, slayer contests, minigame contests, I don't know, just a cool prefab contest or just anything like that. So there's going to be a lot of that, type of stuff coming in the future. Subscribe for more, Halo Infinite custom Forge maps and just, tutorials and things like that. I will be having a tutorial coming out tomorrow, and that's going to be over setting up the race game types, so people can actually be able to set that stuff up and have it placed and everything, because I know there's a lot of people that they're making race maps but they don't know how to do the game type. So I will have a tutorial over that coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Oh, and there is actually one thing that I almost forgot. There is prizes to this. There is a $100 pot prize that I will be providing in here. So it not just the first place person doesn't get $100. It is the first place person gets $50, and then the second and third place get $25 each. So there is prizes for this. I want to try to get prizes for every single one of my contests, just to, people are putting in the work. I want to reward them with something. We will probably do a community vote. I may post that on YouTube or Twitter or something like that, probably maybe YouTube, but we will probably do a community vote as well. That person will not win any prizes, because that can also be a popularity thing. Like if someone really popular made, a map for my contest, and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, everyone vote. It's just one of those things where it could be somewhat of a popularity thing. So I don't want to necessarily get prizes for that. But yeah, so we will probably do a nice community vote as well as me judging, and it's going to be all me. I'm going to be the one who's going to be judging for all these maps and everything. So it's going to be my opinion on stuff. So y'all make maps as good as you possibly can. The first place person will get $50. The second and third will get $25 each. Thank you everyone again for coming out. Appreciate it. And remember, let's forge a new Halo.